Good afternoon and welcome to another story from my book, Shamanic Journey, Crossing the Portal of 2020-2021. This story is called An Unfortunate Incident. That week I was mugged. I had my telephone stolen. Long story short, I lost all my family photos that were in the SIM card and that I had passed from phone to phone for years, computer to phone. It was work of love. I spent considerable time tweaking and reorganizing them as I thought of my family and thus kept all the memories of our good times together alive. But in October 2020, last year, I had a mind shift. It had been a logical conclusion to a succession of events so far that had been progressively guiding me in focusing my time doing what I loved. This resulted in 3 YouTube channels, one in English and its equivalent in Spanish, on my favorite subject, which is consciousness. The third channel was a languages channel, since I am a polyglot teacher, and my second favorite subject. The reason is that both subjects require capturing information, decoding it in your mind, and recode it or put it again together in ways that allow you for more efficient self-expression and communication. As I was recovering from the shock, I started the process of recovering my lost photos. I had some in my computer, some I requested from various members of my family, and others I downloaded from social media. My new telephone had capabilities that I didn't quite know it had, and out of the blue, one day a beautiful collage appeared just in front of my eyes, and I was busy organizing the photos into albums, and I passed it on to my WhatsApp family group. I thought it was so wonderful that I decided to start putting together some more compilations from the different generations in themes. But I did not expect the reaction. Tears of joy, emotional voice notes, applause, comments, emoticons, all basically saying explicitly and implicitly that I had touched them in a deep emotional place, where they could vividly remember forgotten pasts, reliving old moments, and that suddenly that past became real in their hearts and in their minds. Suddenly I felt like I was the family scriber in the Wikipedia, that who keeps the records organized in libraries for easy access, up to date, and alive. Anyone who knows me realizes that this is in fact true, but not only with my family records, but with humanity records as well. Everything I do is to capture energetic moments, translate them into words, and pass them on to others, hoping that they will make sense of the changes that are taking place in their lives at every given moment, and helping them to set strategies to negotiate those changes. That's to say, I help others become efficient in the game of life. At that moment, I felt that I brought the family together at a time when we are physically isolated during the lockdown, like the glue keeping them all at the same place, vibrational frequency, because I am in South Africa and they are all in Spain, but energetically together, the place where we all feel that we belong or long to be to this family, and we are grateful for it. That vivid emotional response through a select set of pictures or images put together intuitively in a specific pattern reminded me that the previous month, when I finished writing my latest book, Tales of a Modern Alchemist, I got the intuition to capture some sentences from the book and put them in inspirational posts, which are bringing me many likes in my social media. But it became a new way of self-expression. And today I have 5 books of inspirational quotes in English and their translation into Spanish. That's 10 plus the quotes in Modern Alchemist. Within 6 months, I created around 900 quotes with different backgrounds, with music, 3-dimensional. I used to go to nature and record little videos to put them together in Screencast-O-Matic, take the music they offer you and put 20-second quotes, and I continuously uploading into my stories in the social media every day, and people follow them. Again, these posts are the combination of words put together in specific ways or patterns with specific backgrounds in order to create an emotional, inspirational response. I started to see a connective thread here. and definitely an evolution to my business, because I had never done that before, and I had never even thought about doing that before. Unlike in my past, I go through life with little upheaval these times. Having done years of energetic and consciousness development, I am always focused on the positive possibilities. So when this mugger appeared suddenly from a corner, beeline towards me at the speed of lightning, only to disappear in 2 seconds, leaving me in a shock of disbelief, I knew that the universe was bringing me a gift in the form of this shocking experience. But nevertheless, a huge present or gift, a creative shift. And as I rebuild, reorganize, and update my library, I suddenly realized that my system was a bit out of date. So I decided to place my old library in an archive in my computer and reorganize the phone photos in a newer way, as well as getting rid of photos that don't convey any emotions, and delete duplicates, and set them up in a logical way, not in an emotional way. They seem disorganized that way. In the same way, last year, 2020, before my mindset shift, I had decided to clear and update my books, articles, YouTube videos, in an attempt to redefine myself through my words and messages. Again, a repetitive theme here. Cleaning up, refocusing, reorganizing, tweaking, redefining, redirecting. In fact, last month, I did the same, and I created lovely and neat thumbnails for all my YouTube videos. I found it again by chance as I was guided. And I retouched my website and changed my LinkedIn and WhatsApp coaching group from live discussions with Dr. Anna to the business of energy. I think it's much neater and more fluid. I would even say more apt for the times in which we are living and the person I have become. Looking back, it feels as if I have been feng shuiing all my tools of information and personal expression for quite a while. And it seems that it is all coming together, and I experience the development of a new initiation, the refocus of how I interact with the world. This is how you learn languages. You put sounds and symbols together in specific patterns that make sense and that allow you to project your thoughts. However, I just realized that images and colors do the same. It's just that I didn't consider it to be part of my palette of self-expression. But what it is true is that all those emotes and emotional fields, for lack of a better word. And parallel to this, I have spent more than a year going through my totems and archetypes, picking up their core meanings and looking for synonyms related to these words, one by one, until I find or have found the combinations of words that carry the most activated or powerful vibration to define myself. And this is how I've been specializing over this period of time. So coming back to the present time, I feel that we need to let go of the way we used to do things and allow a simplified and more effective way to open up. That is, a new version of our old dream and a new version of ourselves. In my case, my old dream of talking to thousands of people on a stage, which always brought up feelings of resistance, is now being replaced by a much more organic and stress-free option, which is using the internet to reach people from the comfort of my home and without making demands on my family or personal time. That is the same effect, but making no sacrifices, a much more subtle approach. So in a nutshell, if it is time to specialize and redefine ourselves, allowing a new vision to form for the future, how do we do this? I tell myself, this is what it used to be like, this is how it used to happen in the past, but now, there you put your new vision. And then I give myself permission to let go of the items in my history that stress me or don't let me feel good, and replace them with something happier, lighter, more exciting. Did you get the picture? Thank you for listening. See you next time.